Hey everyone, Adam Nitti back with you again, and today I want to share with you a neat little substitution that you can use for playing over major chords, and specifically when you're improvising over them. What I discovered early on when I started learning how to improvise was that even though major chords were probably the most familiar to me, they for some reason were still really difficult to improvise over. It was tough for me to get away from that almost simplistic nursery rhyme type of sound. And there was a reason for that. It's because I was just using the major scale to improvise over major chords. And scales are a great starting place for learning how to improvise, but they can provide you with a pretty harsh dead end if you don't go beyond them. And when you get more seasoned in your playing, when you learn about playing with greater melodicism, you learn that it's not really scales that give you those solutions, it's other components that create moods and colors that make your improvisation sound really good. So this is a very, very simple thing that you can do to get away from that purely scalar sound. And we're going to use, as a background chord to improvise over, we're going to use a B flat major 7 chord. So the notes in the B flat major 7 chord are B flat, D, F, and A. Okay, so that's the 1, 3, 5, and 7 starting from B flat. Okay, and you may already be familiar with the major scale, which you may have used so far to improvise over that B flat major 7 chord, which would just have the notes B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and then finishing in the octave with B flat. So we want to get away from this sort of up and down, super scalar linear approach. And what we're going to do is we're going to use another super familiar component to us, and that is the minor pentatonic scale. And this is something that most stringed instrument players know already. So if I'm going to play a minor pentatonic scale from the note D, okay, which is my 5th fret A string, the notes I'm going to play are D, F, G, A, and C before I end back at D on the octave. So you've probably seen this shape before. Now, the reason that we're doing this from D is because our strategy is going to be to use the minor pentatonic scale from the 3rd degree of our major chord. So in this case, we've got a B flat major 7 chord. The 1 is B flat, the 3 is D, the 5 is F, and the 7 is A. We're going to play the minor pentatonic scale from the 3, which is D. So we're already in position for that. So we've got our notes for our D minor pentatonic scale, and I want you to listen to what it sounds like played over this B flat major chord. And I've got this little Latin background track just to improvise over this B flat chord. Here you go. So you probably noticed that every one of those notes sounded good over that chord. And the reason for that is we are playing all the notes in the major scale that avoid any sort of dissonance or tension. So what I'm going to do now is improvise over the B flat major chord using the D minor pentatonic scale. I'll just show you an example of how this might work. And I'm just going to use a very simple 1-octave pattern, just like I demonstrated the shape originally. And I'm just going to try to make it musical with some different rhythms. Here we go. As you get more advanced, you can move that minor pentatonic shape up the fingerboard so you can play in different locations. You don't have to stay locked into one place. But I think this will really help you, and if you've never done this type of thing before, you'll really like the results you get when improvising for the first time over major chords. So I hope this helps you, and we'll see you in the next video.